Hello everybody and welcome in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. We are underway. Hopkinton Hillers, Medway Mustangs, and how about a score? The first score. Hillers working right to left across your screen. And dealing with the wind, always a bit complicated out here sometimes, especially when it's this windy. So hopefully everything will run smoothly. We were having a couple technical issues due to the wind, so if that ends up happening during the broadcast, we will have the entire game available for you tonight in its entirety. Hillers in the white, Medway in the navy blue. There's a pass and a shot and a score. Justin Pillard makes it 2-0. So the Hillers coming out firing. And they have a nice 2-0 lead just over a minute into action. And here we go, off the face-off. Medway just trying to get some possession here. Hillers get it right back. Sent upfield by Nate Spinell. And we have an offsides call. Medway ball, temperatures in the low 50s here today at the turf field, but certainly feels cooler than that with the heavy amounts of wind in the area. Mustangs looking to rush in. With it is Thomas Brown, the sophomore. Looking to bring it around. And knocked out of his grasp. Hillers have it. Collected by the goaltender, Nate Spinelli. Hillers quickly into Medway territory. Shot there, and it's in. Well, the Hillers probably taking out a little bit of frustration after a tough loss to Westwood. I believe there was C.J. Taylor on that last shot there. But the Hillers scoring at a rapid pace. Hillers quickly into Medway territory. Shot there, and it's in. That score comes at 9:31 left to go. And it looks like we had a injury on the field they're checking on. That was Connor Merkel on that last score for the Hillers. Well, this is how you want to get started if you're the Hillers. Firing on all cylinders. Into Medway territory once again. Well, Medway, they're going to have to try to put a stop to the Hillers defensively and likely get some bodies in front of the net. You don't want to give this good shooting team opportunity after opportunity out in front. Looking to bring it around, that is Dacey. Hillers certainly in no rush with the quick start they got off to. Verno looking to close in, a shot there. And it's deflected. Knocked loose and Medway gets it back. Good stop by the Medway goalie, Will Perella, a junior for the Mustangs. Looking to bring it out, Thomas Brown. Gets it to Drake. Drake looking to close in, out to Brown. That's 17, Pillard, the captain. Justin Pillard closing in. That shot a little off the mark. Shot there and a good save. That was Pillard once again. He picks it up, keeps it in Medway possession. Pillard trying to work the defender. Gets it out to Aiden Bahan. Hillers 1-1 coming into today's matchup. Medway 1-2. That shot deflected. It was Aiden Bahan with the shot. Medway keeps it. And the Hillers get it back. Good save by Spinelli. Here comes Hopkinton. Quickly up the far side they go, and now pass towards the middle. Sending it behind the net is Preston Cavana. Medway gets it back. Here comes the Mustangs working upfield. That's Cam Barucci. With the now Pillard. Pillard looking to close in. Takes a big hit there. Loose ball picked up by Cabana. Hopkinton quickly upfield. And that got through, tended to target Verna, a little out of his reach. Medway got it back briefly, but out of play along the near side it goes. Hiller ball, Tosco with it. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in this first quarter. It's a 3-0 Hiller lead. Bringing it around, that shot off the mark. Little diversion there on the Dacey attempt. looking to bring it out. Taylor looking for the shot there, and it's in. Willi Tosca fires it in at 5:08 left to go in the first quarter. All Hopkinton here to start. Good way to get things started for the Hillers. They're now up 4-0. Off the face-off, Hillers looking to win another possession, and they will. Now the Hillers just dominating in the face-off circle so far today. So to Chase O'Donnell. O'Donnell looking to bring it around. Looking for the feed there, picked up. It was a battle for it, but a nice job by Willi and Tosca, able to keep possession. Tosca, or that's 22 there for the Hillers. A shot there by Ryan Dacey, deflected. Medway gets it back. Tate Logan with it. And it looks like we'll get a timeout. 3:48 left to go in the first quarter. Good start for the Hillers. It is a 4-0 Hiller lead on H-Camp.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Phipps Insurance Agency, a family-owned and operated independent agency located in Hopkinton. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance has provided competitively priced, time-tested coverage tailored to individuals' needs. Specializing in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance, they are deeply rooted in the communities they serve. Whether you're new to the area or a lifelong resident, you'll benefit from the trusted advice of their professional service advisors.
Welcome back to a very windy Hopkinton High School. It is a 4-0 Hiller lead off the timeout. 3:48 left to go in the first quarter. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you on the call. Dave McCarthy on camera. As we are set to continue on. Yeah, folks, certainly be careful if you're out and about today, especially if you're in woodsy areas with this strong wind hitting the area right now. Here comes Medway. Looking to attack. is Jason Drake, one of the captains. So we'll run through the team schedules this year in a moment and let you know the results and how they've done. That ball knocked away, loose ball. Went out of play along the side. It's going to be Hiller ball. With it for Hopkinton is Connor Merkel. Gets it over. Quickly into Medway territory. Ball knocked loose. To the near side it goes. Battle for it. It'll be Medway possession. Aiden Bahan with it. He moves it up to Pillard. Pillard gets it behind the net. Over to Brown. Brown looking to make a move. Sends it out front. Medway maintains. Picked up by Bahan. That pass got away. There was a whistle before that shot, so it is waved off. Violation there on Medway. Hiller ball. Pass up the far side, looking for Connor Blinn. Blinn picks it up, gets it over. With it is CJ Taylor. Moving it out, Dacey to Rockwell. Rockwell finding Verna. Now with it, Yoakum. That is Barrett Yoakum. He'll move it up the far side. Bouvier with it. Here's Bouvier. Looking to get it over, knocked loose. Hiller's looking to maintain, kept in play by Bouvier, or Yoakum rather, actually got a piece of it. Was able to knock it towards Rockwell. Here goes Verna. Far side, that's Bouvier. Looking to close in, centering pass, in and out of the net. Briefly of Taylor, picked up by Verna. He moves it back to Bouvier. And now Taylor looking to crash in. There's a shot, and off the post. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Good start for the Hillers after one. It is the Hopkinton Hillers 4, Medway Mustangs 0, second quarter coming up next on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Phipps Insurance Agency, a family-owned and operated independent agency located in Hopkinton. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance has provided competitively priced, time-tested coverage tailored to individuals' needs. Specializing in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance, they are deeply rooted in the communities they serve. Whether you're new to the area or a lifelong resident, you'll benefit from the trusted advice of their professional service advisor.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. Founded by Dr. Jill Tansey in 2003, the Dentist at Hopkinton provides state-of-the-art dental care in a comfortable and relaxing setting to patients of all ages. They are located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com. Welcome back. We are ready for the second quarter. 4-0 Hiller lead. As we start the second quarter, Tom happy to be with you on the call. Dave McCarthy on camera. Carter Goodman at the center circle for the Hillers. Had 4 early scores and really dominated possession time in that first quarter. They're working left to right for this quarter, and they have possession. Sent up by Merkel, got away, and now a battle for it. Out of play it goes. Mustangs have it. Up by Pillar to Bahan. Aiden Bahan along the far side sends it back to Pillard. Pillard now trying to put on a move. So to start off the season, Medway had a very nice dominant win against Norton. Looking to close in, a shot, and Medway has a score. That's Thomas Brown making it 4-1. Mustangs trying to work their way back in. And a good start to the second quarter for them. Off the face-off. Loose ball. Battle for it, still loose. Battle continues. You see Medway giving the Hillers a little less space to work with, trying to close in there and win those possessions. Here comes the Hillers up the far side, Connor Blinn. With it now, Dacey. Dacey looking to bring it around, sends it out, got by his intended target. He was looking for Rockwell. Long pass upfield. Medway in business in the attack zone, looking for a shot here. And there's a shot deflected. There's Justin Pillard. Medway able to maintain, they get it back. Good effort by Thomas Brown getting there. Aiden Bahan looking to work his way in, surrounded by a couple of Hillers, and it's knocked out of his grasp. Hopkinton has it. There's a nice pass, out in front, shot, deflected. That shot attempt by Ryan Dacey. Killers will keep possession. 9 minutes, 12 seconds left in this second quarter, a 4-1 game. Off the whistle. Here comes CJ Taylor. Brings it around, sends it out. And Cal Rockwell thought about it. And now here's Dacey. Behind the net, that pass gets by Taylor. And it'll be Medway ball. A big turnover there for Medway. Hillers have it. Picked up by Taylor. Deflected out of play. Sent in. There's a nice pass. Quickly into Hiller territory. It's Matthew Plant with it. Planty gets it over to Brown. Now to Pillard. Pillard looking to crash in with it. Oh, he lost it. Hillers get it back. That was picked up by Jimmy Sanda. There's a shot and it's in. Great shot there by, was that off the post? Oh, coast to coast, says Dave McCarthy. Scared me there, thought it was off the post for a minute. But it is indeed a score, and the Hillers up 5-1 at 7:46 left to go in the second quarter. Hillers winning yet another face-off. The Hillers, they like to have another rally here and really take back control of this game. Looking to close in, a shot and a save. That was a good save there by the Medway keeper. Hillers get it right back, however, and they strike. That pass intercepted by Dacey, takes it right upfield. And the Hillers have another score at 7:09 left to go in the second quarter. There's good pressure on the pass by the Hillers, intercepted along the sideline, and a great feed over to Ryan Dacey, who took care of it. Medway looking to strike back here quickly into the attack zone. That shot is wide, but picked up by Medway as they maintain possession. There's a shot off the mark by Matthew Planty. Thomas Brown looking to bring it in. Gets it over. Closing in. That shot wide by Pillard. Medway was at that back line, so they will keep. There's Planty looking to pressure his way in. Hillers will get possession. Ended up out of play. Merkel looking to send it over, and it's intercepted, wide open net, and a score. Jason Drake strikes for Medway, and that was a good read on that pass. Medway strikes at 6:06 left to go. Yeah, the Hiller keeper, Nate Spinelli, was working his way up the field, and it was a pass to Spinelli, and just a great read by the Medway captain, Jason Drake, who was able to pop it in to the wide open Hopkinton net. Hillers look to strike back here. Thomas Grazzo setting it up to their side, knocked out of play. Went off the net of C.J. Taylor, possession Medway. So Mustangs, they're looking for some big momentum here. Well, there's Justin Pillard working up the far side. Gets it over to Bahan. Bahan, a Pillard, shot wide. Medway able to maintain possession. Sent out. Looking to close in, and a nice hit delivered there. Hillers get it back. Champlin sends it up to Taylor. C.J. Taylor with it. Taylor gets it out to Verna. Yoakum. Pass to Bouvier. Hiller's working it around. Behind the net, that is Dacey. They move it along the far side. Now to Verna. Looking to make a move here. Trying to bounce it in, it's deflected. Picked up by Taylor. Hillers will work it around once again, try to open things up. Verna trying to make a move here. Gets it behind the net. Here's Dacey. Knocked out of his grasp. Medway gets it back. That was just ripped away by Tate Logan, Medway captain. And now here comes the Mustangs. Just under 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Rapid scoring by the Hillers early on, but Medway has slowed things down a bit for the Hillers offensively. Noah Dorr with it. And it'll be Hiller ball. Along the far side, a long pass to Verna. Gets it over. Looking for that centering pass, knocked away. Well, one of the big differences for Medway is they're clogging up the middle of the attack zone, not letting the Hillers rush in there and get established in front of the net. And it's creating some good turnovers for them. Behind the net, Dorr. Medway looking to work it around. Here's Brown. Shot in. Medway right back in this game. Thomas Brown with a big score there. Makes it a 6-3 game with 2:34 left to go. Here in the second quarter. And we'll get a Hiller timeout. Coach Norton wants to talk things over. Settle the Hillers down a little bit and see if they can get something going late in the second quarter. 2:27 left to go. A 6-3 Hiller lead on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Maine Pizza Bar and Grill. For over 25 years, Maine has been serving great quality food for the whole family, featuring hand-tossed pizzas, paninis, pasta dishes, and a variety of unique appetizers. Enjoy a casual dining room or relax at a comfortable bar with signature cocktails, fine wines, and 16 beers on tap. Maine Pizza Bar and Grill. Great food, great drinks, and something for everyone.
We are ready to continue on off the timeout. A 6-3 game. Hillers have possession, and they'd like to try to go back up by 4 here. Tom happy to be with you on the call. Dave McCarthy on camera. A nice sunny day here at the turf fields, but a bit windy out there, that's for sure. That wind, that's really going to affect gameplay, and it has. You see some of those passes kind of get blown around, and there's some shots that were off the mark that probably otherwise wouldn't be if you didn't have such an intense wind. CJ Taylor along the near side. Here's Taylor. Looking to rush in. Gets it over. A shot and just wide. Cal Rockwell on the attempt. Be sure to stick around at the halftime break. We'll have some of the latest Hopkinton Hiller highlights. Some great happenings last week, and you'll get to hear all about it at the halftime break. Looking to close in, a shot and a score. Ryan Dacey. I'll tell you, Ryan Dacey, he's going to be someone to watch out for this season. That was just a great score there. Able to burn by the defender and pop it in to put the Hillers back up by 4. The score comes at 1:39 left to go here in the first half. Off the face-off. Hillers have it. Picked up by Thana Grazos. We get a whistle. Hillers want another timeout. Coach Norton going to draw something up. 1:31 left to go here in the second quarter. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Western Nurseries. Since 1923, Western Nurseries has been rooted in a passion for plants and community. The family business has grown from its beginnings in Weston to become a trusted name across Massachusetts. Western Nurseries offers one of the area's best selections of hardy landscape-sized plants, quality gardening and hardscape products, and expert advice you can trust. With locations throughout the region and over a century of experience, Western Nursery continues to help communities grow beautifully.
Off the timeout, 1:31 left to go. A 7-3 Hiller lead. And they are looking for potentially another score here. We are underway. Taylor. Over to Dacey. On the far side, move here. Hiller's working it around. Gets it out to Verna. Now Taylor. Under a minute left here in the second quarter. Taylor directing traffic. Looking for a little deception there. Thought about it. Takes it just a little high. At the back line was Dacey. Swings it out to Taylor. And now here's Yoakum. Back to Taylor, shot, and a big save there. Mustangs looking to work it upfield, and trouble is pillared. And we get a timeout by Medway. 15 seconds left to go in the second quarter, a 7-3 Hiller lead on HCAM.
This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLSports.net. TVLSports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school.
Off the timeout, ready to continue on. It is a 7-3 Hiller lead. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Here we go. 7-3 Hiller lead. Loose ball. Medway maintains for the moment. And at the buzzer, and that'll do it. And a nice half for the Hillers at the halftime break. It's Hopkinton leading Medway 7-3. We'll step aside for a few minutes, show you some of the latest Hopkinton Hiller happenings, and then we'll come back with the second half. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Lacrosse, live on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Beaumain Pizza Bar and Grill. For over 25 years, Beaumain has been serving great quality food for the whole family, featuring hand-tossed pizzas, paninis, pasta dishes, and a variety of unique appetizers. Enjoy a casual dining room or relax at a comfortable bar with signature cocktails, fine wines, and 16 beers on tap. Beaumain Pizza Bar and Grill. Great food, great drinks, is something for everyone.
It was a busy Monday in Hiller Town. Hiller baseball and softball took on Ashland.
And this is going to be hit up the right side, and unable to make a play on it is the second baseman. Everybody's going to be safe, and a couple runs are in to score. Just like that, we're not at 2 apiece. And this is going to be hit right back up the middle. Throw over by the shortstop, and it gets away. And here comes another pair. So very costly error there. And 2 more runs around to score. Line up and the pitch. Hit high in the air towards center field and caught. Runner from third is going to tag. He's around to score. And the runner from second moves up to third. It's a 1-run game. Matt Jolie getting it done. Sacrifice RBI flyout.
It was a 4-3 Ashland lead heading into the top of the 5th.
Line up and the pitch. And this is going to be a base hit into right field, as it's going to roll almost all the way to the fence. And 2 runs are in to score. And that is an RBI double for Chris Bratica, helping his own cause here. That's his second hit of the game, and the Clockers leading 6-3.
Ashland plated 3 runs and took the 8-4 win. Hiller softball was in action at the same time. Hiller's trailing 2-0 into the bottom of the first. Hillers played 4 runs and added more in every inning. Ends up taking the win with a walk-off in the bottom of the 6th as they went up by 12 and took the 14-2 win. Later on Monday, Hiller Boys Lacrosse hosted their home opener versus Westwood. Westwood's Morgan Donahue joined myself, Tom Nappy, for the call.
And Spengler. That was Sesselman getting it out. A shot, and that is in. That is going to be Liam Williams with the first score of the game. The defense was Walsh. He fires it over, and what a shot that was. CJ Hancock.
My nephew.
There you go.
Catch shot by Hancock. Hits the bar, and then he's fired up. Doubles the Wolverine lead to 2-0.
Kinds of moving around going on down there. It goes Walsh. And Walsh off the pass, puts it in. Taylor gets it over to Lottie. Lottie looking for a move here. Looking to close in, takes it, and he's got a score. Matt Lottie with a nice strike for the Hillers. Here he goes. Putting on the moves. Over to Sesselman, and Sesselman gets it over now. Looking to close in. There's a shot. Oh, that was off the crossbar by Greg Walsh, and I believe that is going to be a score. Westwood took the win 11-1.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Western Nurseries. Since 1923, Western Nurseries has been rooted in a passion for plants and community. The family business has grown from its beginnings in Weston to become a trusted name across Massachusetts. Western Nurseries offers one of the area's best selections of hardy landscape-sized plants, quality gardening and hardscape products, and expert advice you can trust. With locations throughout the region and over a century of experience, Western Nursery continues to help communities grow beautifully.
On Wednesday, April 1st, Hiller Boys Volleyball hosted Millis.
Against Norwood, they had a great start to the season against King Philip. Looking for another win here. An 11-11 match here in this first set. And from the brief moments I've seen, it's been back and forth. This should be a good one. A big point there. A nice smash by Alex Piccioli. A lot of debatable situations in this match so far. There's a smash, and there it is.
That does it. Beautifully done.
Liam Grady closes it out with the kill, and the Hillers take set number 1, 25-22. And Charles Smith. There's the setup, tap over, and it's a beauty. Alex Piccioli, a nice little tap over.
Number 2.
Hillers looking to close it out. Liam Grady with the serve. There it is.
Uma.
What a nice way to close it out. Just a great hit up front by Gervier Poir for the Hiller point, and they take set number 2, 25-17. Kraus at the line for Millis. Set up, smash, point Hillers. Alex Pacholi trying to even things up. There's the setup. Good block in front, and we are tied at 20 apiece. And then we got Dylan McGuire for Millis. That's out, and that'll do it.
And that's the match.
Hopkinton took the win via a sweep and improved to 3-0 on the season. Also on Wednesday, April 1st, Hiller Baseball and Softball hosted Westwood through the rain. Unfortunately, due to the bad weather, we did not have the broadcast. In the game, Hiller Baseball fell to Westwood 12-6, falling to 0-2 on the season. Hiller softball bats were unstoppable. They plated 18 runs and took the 5-inning Mercy-style win 18-6 over the Wolverines.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Phipps Insurance Agency, a family-owned and operated independent agency located in Hopkinton. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance has provided competitively priced, time-tested coverage tailored to individuals' needs. Specializing in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance, they are deeply rooted in the communities they serve. Whether you're new to the area or a lifelong resident, you'll benefit from the trusted advice of their professional service advisors.
Welcome back to the Hopkinton High School turf fields. Tom Nappy here on the call. Dave McCarthy on camera. We are ready for the third quarter. A 7-3 Hiller lead, and they are working right to left across your screen to start off this third frame. With it is Thano Gratzos. Well, the Hillers, they're aggressive early on, coming right at the net, firing some good shots, but then you saw Medway kind of close out the middle of the attack zone a bit, and the Hillers scoring slowed a bit. It was a 4-0 first quarter in favor of Hopkinton, and then both teams netted 3 goals apiece in the second quarter. The Hillers look to get started here. Box out. Gonna rush in is Sanda. Behind the net, back to Sanda it goes. Looking to put on a move here. Brings it around, and that shot off the mark. Hillers got to the back line. They will keep possession. Fires it out. Loose ball. Battle for it. Hillers have it. Bringing it around. Fires it out. There's a shot. And a good save there. That was a good feed by Dacey to the captain, Chase O'Donnell. Nice save for Medway. Junior goaltender Will Perella. Mustangs looking to work it up the near side. Justin Pillard with it. Gets it over to Dorr. Dorr fires it behind the net. Looking to bring it around, Thomas Brown. Looking to work his way in was Matt Planty. Drake gets it over. Dorr. Behind the net he goes with it. There's Drake. Pillard. Bounces it to Barucci. That shot off the mark. Bringing it into play. Brown. Get a whistle there. Hiller ball. Here's Sanda. Sanda pushes his way through. Said, you're not taking it from me. Moves it up to the near side. Back to Sanda. Sanda trying to decide where to go with it. Puts on a move. Trying to close in and misfire there. Hillers will keep possession. Dacey looking to bring it around. Gets it over. And it's taken by Medway. A good turnover there by the Mustangs. And midfield, that's behind. Knocked down. Oh, big collision, and we're going to have a flag. I believe that's going to be against Medway. Illegal block by Jason Drake. And it's a minute penalty, so the Hillers have the upper hand. A big opportunity here for Hopkinton. First penalty of the game by either side. Hear that wind whipping around out there. I think it's had a relatively big impact on this game. I think you're seeing passes that are a bit off the mark that you normally wouldn't see, and you're seeing some shots a bit off the mark, but that one's not. That one's in. A nice score with the man advantage by the Hillers. Will Bouvier striking for Hopkinton to put them up by 5. That score comes at 7:13 left to go in the third quarter. That's exactly what the Hillers are looking for there. When you get that power play opportunity, take advantage. Get the score. That's what they do, and now they win the possession. Along the near side, Rockwell. Looking to bring it in. Gets it over. Bouvier closing in, rips it in with authority. 2 straight scores from Bouvier, the junior. And that score comes at 6:34 left to go here in the third quarter. I think you know who your hot hand is right now. Bouvier with a whole lot of mustard on that shot, and here they come again. Out in front, shot. Just wide. Hillers will keep. Go, looking to bring it out. Bringing it around, Taylor, shot. It's wide. Medway ball. That wind out there blowing in all kinds of different directions. Sometimes going at you, other times going against you. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Medway trying to get something going, but contested. That was Leighton Ferrier trying to bring it up. He was quickly contested. We're going to have a cross-check call. 1 minute penalty. That'll be against Cal Rockwell. So now Medway with an opportunity here to have the man advantage. Here we go. Mustangs working it around, looking for an opening. Gets it over. Shot in! Ripping it in. Matthew Planty. Matt Planty with the score at 5:16. We got a 9-4 game here in the third quarter. Now the Hillers this season, they started off with a win against Ashland, 8-6. Tough loss against Westwood, 11-1, and looking for their second win here. Medway, they started off with a big win against Norton, 21-5, and then a loss against a very good Dover Sherborne program, 8-3, and then a loss against a very good Holliston program. And now a big cross-league matchup going on right now. We've got a whole lot of big matchups this week. We'll tell you about that in a moment. Hillers working in the offensive zone. Just under 5 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. There's a feed, there's a shot, deflected. A shot attempt by Cal Rockwell. Looking to bring it into play, Dacey. Gets it out. Putting on the moves, closing in, shot, deflected. Stays with the Hillers. Getting that back line was Chase O'Donnell. The Hillers doing a very good job at maintaining their possession, giving themselves multiple opportunities to try to strike. Gets it over. There's a shot. Batted in the air. Loose ball. Medway has it. Picked up by Gray. Oliver Gray, the captain. Mustangs looking to work it into Hiller territory. Long pass there. Who's going to get there? It'll be Spinelli. That was a good scoop by Spinelli on the run. Quickly moves it back into Medway territory. Shot there, deflected, loose ball, and batted in. Off the bounce. I believe it was Ryan Dacey who ended up getting the piece of it to knock it in. Yeah, the keeper got the net on it, Perella. And it looked like Dacey came crashing in and was able to just deflect it in the net. And strike for the Hillers at 3:01 left to go here in the third quarter. So we got this boys lacrosse match up here today, and then tomorrow we'll be over at the press box for the first home Hopkinton Hiller track and field meet of the season, as they have a big one against Hollis at 4 p.m. start time. And then on Wednesday we have a whole lot of action for you. Hiller baseball and softball taking on Medfield. And some big cross TVL games for baseball and softball. And then the fun continues on Thursday as well. Have Hiller boys volleyball with a big matchup, and also Hiller girls lacrosse. To view the entirety of our broadcast schedule, you can head over to hcam.tv or our social media pages. Medway trying to maintain possession along the back line, loose ball picked up by the Hillers. Fired up the far side. Here comes Medway. Just under 2 minutes left in the quarter. Mustangs looking for a timeout, and they'll get it. 1:48 left to go here in the third. A 10-4 Hiller lead. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Phipps Insurance Agency, a family-owned and operated independent agency located in Hopkinton. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance has provided competitively priced, time-tested coverage tailored to individuals' needs. Specializing in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance, they are deeply rooted in the communities they serve. Whether you're new to the area or a lifelong resident, you'll benefit from the trusted advice of their professional service advisors.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
off the timeout. It's a 10-4 Hiller lead. 1:48 left to go. Medway timeout there. Up next for Hiller boys lacrosse. Their next game after today will be Thursday, April 9th. They'll be over in Dedham. And for Medway, they'll be at Dover Shore, and 4 p.m. starts to those games. As we are into the third week of the spring season, we are underway off the timeout. Medway with possession. Pillard with it, gets it over to Dorr. Behind the net, that is Brown looking to bring it out. And deflected in. Brown sent it in front off the bounce. Pillard pops it in. A good strike for Medway. Well, Medway needed that one. Keep themselves in this game. There we go, off the face-off. Hillers have it, picked up by Goodman. Another good face-off win. Hopkinton looking to strike right back here. Medway got to get it back. Oh no, Hillers still have it, excuse me. It is in the grasp of, I believe that is C.J. Taylor. It is indeed. Gets it over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell moving it back to Sanda. And midfield picked up by Ian Tosca. Crashing in, takes it, just missed. Hillers maintain possession. 34 seconds left in the quarter. He's going to bring it around here, around the traffic. Sent over by Dacey. Hillers looking for a seam. And a big save there. It was a Dacey shot and a huge save by Medway's Will Perella. 8 seconds left as number 8, Aiden Bahan, sends it up. Intercepted. That is going to do it for the quarter. Hillers outscore Medway in the third quarter, 3-2. It's 10-5, heading to the fourth and final quarter here on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Phipps Insurance Agency, a family-owned and operated independent agency located in Hopkinton. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance has provided competitively priced, time-tested coverage tailored to individuals' needs. Specializing in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance, they are deeply rooted in the communities they serve. Whether you're new to the area or a lifelong resident, you'll benefit from the trusted advice of their professional service advisor.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. Founded by Dr. Jill Tansey in 2003, the Dentist at Hopkinton provides state-of-the-art dental care in a comfortable and relaxing setting to patients of all ages.
They are located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com. We are ready to continue on into the fourth quarter. At 10-5, Hiller lead as they are looking for their second win of the season. False start. It's going to be Hiller ball. They're working left to right across your screen for this fourth quarter. Look at a crash in, out in front, shot deflected. That was a good shot by Rockwell, was able to get open, but a good save by Perella. Here comes Medway. Oh, just picked up by Pillard. Looking to crash in. Sends it behind the net. Now Medway, they're going to be patient here. They know they got to value these possessions, trailing by 5, and do their best to come up with some scores. That is sent out. Picked up by Dorr. And that pass gets through everybody. It's going to be Hiller ball. Gets it over to Taylor. Swings it out. There's a shot, and it's off the crossbar. Hiller is able to reclaim possession. And it gets away from everybody. Looking to bring it out. Out he goes, sends it over. There's a shot and a save. That shot from Chase O'Donnell. Mustangs quickly into Hiller territory. 9 minutes and counting left to go. Hillers get it right back. There's a feed to midfield. That to Taylor. Looking to bring it out, Dacey. Dacey contested as he comes around, gets around the defender, tries to bounce it in, and it gets through. Looking to sneak his way in. It's going to be Medway ball. Good defense by Medway there in that sequence. They quickly look to strike. Closing in. Knocked loose. We get a cross-check call. I guess it's going to be Medway ball, no cross-check call. With it is Drake. Putting on the move, shot, and a save. Aired out. Connects with Blinn. Blinn gets it over. Medway gonna get it back. An intercepted pass there. With it is Thomas Brown. Just under 7 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. There's a shot, it's wide. And that shot deflected. Good goaltending there by Spinelli. Loose ball picked up, and we get a whistle. Ooh, some extracurricular activity going on out there. Yeah, things getting a little physical. There's a couple big hits delivered after Medway kind of went after Spinelli. Hiller's protecting their goaltender there, and it's a physical game. There's a penalty. We'll see who it's on. Could have multiple penalties here. See the goaltender, Spinelli. So there is a penalty on Spinelli. So we'll have a timeout on the field, and both teams will regroup, and Hillers will have another goaltender out there. The penalty on Spinelli. We'll step aside on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Beaumain Pizza Bar and Grill. For over 25 years, Beaumain has been serving great quality food for the whole family, featuring hand-tossed pizzas, paninis, pasta dishes, and a variety of unique appetizers. Enjoy a casual dining room or relax at a comfortable bar with signature cocktails, fine wines, and 16 beers on tap. Beaumain Pizza Bar and Grill. Great food, great drinks, and something for everyone.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 6:18 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Things got a little physical as there's some body checking going on between both sides, and got a little more physical than you'd like to see, and there was some penalties implemented. So it looks like on Medway, the penalty belongs to number 8, Aiden Bahan, and on the Hillers, it looks like Nate Spinelli and Quinn Hruby, number 0, were penalized. So Medway they will have 9 out there, and the Hillers have 8, so it's 9-on-8 right now. All penalties are a minute, so they are all the same amount. So after that minute, all the penalties would expire. New goaltender in net for the Hillers due to the penalty, and that's, I believe, Matt Lottie tending the net right now. Yeah, the Hillers don't necessarily have another goaltender, or actually a couple goaltenders listed, I believe, but for now, Matt Lottie in there. So Lottie will get some experience minding the net. And the Hiller defense will try to stop this Medway possession. Just under 6 minutes left, a 5-point game. Medway really needs to try to take advantage of this situation here. There's a shot deflected. Loose ball. And Lottie able to knock it away, still loose. It's going to be Hiller ball. So in this situation, you'd imagine the Hillers are going to try to burn that clock, get rid of those penalties, get their regulars back on the field. Off the whistle with it is Chase O'Donnell. O'Donnell gonna bring it up. Yeah, he sees an opening, he takes it, makes it. Well, you know, when you have the open opportunity, why not? He's able to shove it in for the score. Great shot by Chase O'Donnell at 5:19 left to go. And it is an 11-5 Hiller lead. Well, that was a big score for the Hillers. It gives them a nice cushion to work with here for this final 5:19. Lights starting to come on here at the turf fields. Off the face-off, another great face-off win by Carter Goodman. Looking to rush in. Yeah, you gotta think that the clock is a consideration here for the Hillers as well. Timeout on the field, 5 minutes on the nose left to go. An 11-5 Hopkinton lead. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Western Nurseries. Since 1923, Western Nurseries has been rooted in a passion for plants and community. The family business has grown from its beginnings in Weston to become a trusted name across Massachusetts. Western Nurseries offers one of the area's best selections of hardy landscape-sized plants, quality gardening and hardscape products, and expert advice you can trust. With locations throughout the region and over a century of experience, Western Nursery continues to help communities grow beautifully.
Welcome back. We are ready to continue on. An 11-5 Hiller lead as they are looking to capture a big win here against a good Medway team. It's been a good team effort by the Hillers, and you saw today they came out tough, physical, ready to go. And they knew that they were going to really have to play a tough physical game to try to get the win here today against this good Medway team, and that's what they have done. And it's been a very successful affair so far for the Hillers. Off the whistle, we are into action. With it is Dacey. We'll see what Coach Norton drew up on that timeout, and that timeout also called to get their goaltender back out there, Nate Spinelli, who was penalized for a little bit of physical play, I guess you could say. Mustangs going to get the turnover. Behind, bringing it upfield. Gets it over. Medway looking to work quickly here. Oh, that ball gets away. The Hillers get it back. Picked up by Iantoska. If you're Hopkinton, the clock is your friend right now. Don't be afraid to waste some of it. As Iantoska moves it to Morrissey, quickly up the far side. Loose ball, some back and forth. Still loose. Who's going to win the possession? It'll be Medway, picked up by Pillard. And knocked out of his. Oh, Pillard just able to keep it. Good body check attempt there, but Pillard able to survive the physicality as he works upfield. Just under 4 minutes left. Medway looking for a quick shot. Out in front, gets away. Picked up behind the net by Plenty. Gets it out over to Bahan. There's a shot wide. Looking to bring it into play, Thomas Brown. Approaching 3 minutes left. Nice move there, but he lost the ball. He didn't realize it at first. The Hillers get it back as it was picked up by Morrissey. He'll fire it across. Hillers quickly get it over to the far side. And Tosca sends it out in front. Backhander wide. It'll be Medway ball. Here comes the Mustangs. Along the far side. With it is Dorr. On the far side, that's Brown. Looking to crash in. Sends it out in front. Shot and a little too high there. A shot attempt by Pillard. Medway maintains possession. Running out of time, however. Just over 2 minutes left. Pillard sends it out in front. There's a shot. And a nice save by Spinelli. Moves it up the far side of Champlin. Just under 2 minutes left now. If you're the Hillers, you're certainly thinking about the clock here. You're going to take your time and make the Mustangs try to attack you to get that ball back. Gets it over. Here's Bouvier. Sends it behind the net. And clock, Operation Burn Clock for the Hillers. Verna, under a minute left now. Gets it over, there's a shot. Just wide by Remsen. Off the whistle. Out in front, a backhander. It's just off the mark. Yeah, I think normally he probably wouldn't try that shot, but with a nice, comfortable lead, why not? That's Cal Rockwell with the shot. Pass nearly intercepted, loose ball midfield. Hillers have it. Picked up by Muzzy. Muzzy looking to crash in. Yeah, Hillers looking for the icing on the cake. Heard him saying, let's get one more goal along the sideline. A big body check along the sideline. Put into play. 20 seconds and counting left to go. And we're going to have a delayed penalty call. Gets away. Oh, boy. Things getting ugly out there. Yeah, getting a little too into it. Gotta keep your cool about you. You don't want to get penalized for future games and have further implications. Not quite sure who initiated that, but yeah, there might be some further discussion about what just happened there. In any case, 11 seconds left, and are they wrapping it up? All right, looks like they're going to wrap it up. Well, that's going to do it. Final score, Hillers 11, Medway 5. And Hopkinton going to get a big win here and improve to 2-1 on the season. And looks like they will indeed be wrapping up the action here. So on that note, we will wrap up the broadcast. But a big win for Hopkinton. It was a tough physical game, and you certainly don't like to see what you saw at the end of it there. But a good win nonetheless for the Hillers as they take it 11-5 here today. A big thank you to Dave McCarthy for his terrific work on camera. And for everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.